And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. It says you're live, so we're live. And I wanted to start off the show saying congratulations for those people that are the Crypto Hulk Millionaire Investment Group. We had our first show last night. So let me explain some things. YT for 6 years has been after this channel doing all kinds of dumb shit, okay? Anything you can imagine. People not being notified. People not being able to pay their monthly bill. People having their memberships canceled. I can name 50 things that go wrong, okay? So, you have to understand, they are terrified of this channel, okay? They don't want anybody to see anything on this channel. They hide me. They ghost the channel, all kinds of stuff. They've got everything that can go wrong going on in this channel. So if you want real information, it's going to require work, okay? If you don't want to put in any effort, this is not the channel for you. Next, now, what a lot of people are doing that wanted to join the Millionaire Club, they're contacting a friend, somebody else. They're using other people's information to make another YouTube account. They're using a different phone number. They're using a different email, a different credit card, all these things, okay? And then all of a sudden now they can see the Millionaire Club. If you don't want to do that, don't do it. But then you won't get access to the video. Next, if you have a $500 membership, you'll have to you got about one more month, and then that will run out. When you joined the $500 membership, you agreed to have texting and phone call. There was no video. The fact that other people get video and you don't, you agreed to a $500 for 3-month program. That's what you agreed to, okay? You didn't agree to videos. These new people that started, they agreed to Telegram videos, private videos, phone calls, and Crypto Hulk. When your membership expires, you could then join that video group if you want. If you are like, fuck it, I already got 2 months out of this, I don't want to wait another month, then you're going to have to start a whole new program, a brand new email, a brand new phone number, brand new credit card, fake name, and whatever you got to do, okay? That's YouTube's problem, not mine. I have no control over all the stuff here that we have to do. So I've been dealing with this for 6 years. It's just how it goes on this channel, okay? They're terrified. There's no other channel that deep dives like mine that brings all the information, and you got 2, 3, 4, 500,000 followers. There's no way you're bringing real information. You're not a threat to the system because they would have banned you. I've had 71,000 people as members on the show for like 2 years now straight. Hasn't even budged one. Okay. So that's how you know. So I will start doing, so what we have is different people want different things. Okay. Some people want to just watch a video. But from now on, as we get close to this crypto, I'm going to have the Crypto Millionaire Club people get access first. And after about 4 days, 5 days, I'll release it to the the next level, and then the bottom level, and then the public, just like that, general public. What we're going to have is some people like watching those videos, and that's all that they want. So you can watch the $200 videos. If you don't want to call Crypto Hulk, you don't have to, whatever. Now, some people want to watch the videos. They're brand new. They got questions. They want me to call them. They want the Telegram group where I can relay information. They want it all. So the $200 a month group gives you the special private videos for 4 to 5 days. Then you get phone call ability, text ability, and then Telegram ability. Now, if you're on the $500 group, you will get the Telegram for the last month, and then I will switch the Telegram group again, and then you'll be cut off from that. So that's how we're doing it here. It's all now the video, it's $200 a month. So that new membership plan's $200 a month. You get somebody with my knowledge, skills, and ability. I've seen them out there, $1,000 a month. Okay. So there you have it. You don't have to join every month, but I got this one guy. So it's interesting. I'll kind of tell you his situation. He's been watching me for a couple years, I believe. He's just shocked at the information that I find that nobody else has. I always come out with it first, then everybody else copies it. But he's noticed that. I'll talk about something, then a day or two or three later, it's on this other channel. Always happens. So this guy that just signed up, me and him have had similar careers. He's been in law enforcement and stuff like me. And he got injured. And he had to change his line of work, of course. And he's just been watching my show. And when I told everybody to get the Rise token, you know, it was maybe $3,200 for $1 million. Now that Rise token still it hit $25,000 for $1 million, and earlier today it was $20,000. So this guy literally, let me look. Okay, so crypto's dropped a little in price. Okay, now my Rise token's about $18,000. This morning is around 20,000. Last few days ago it was $25,000. So what he found out is that he, when I told everybody about Rise, he went out and bought Rise, put $3,200 in it, and just this morning he's like, you know, this shit's $20,000. So he said, the only reason I bought it is because you were talking about it, showing us how important the Rise token is with Canton Coin and the liquid mercury, and how the DTCC is going to use all of that to start tokenizing next month. And this guy's like, shit. So he got in on it and he bought it. And then I guess he showed his wife. He's like, look, hey, this dude on the thing told me to get this Rise token. So I put $3,200 in, got $1 million. He picks up his phone, shows the wife, and it shows like $20,000. And they're like, and he's like, I'm joining this dude's membership. So what's going to happen is information is how you get rich. Information, facts and figures, just like on Crypto Hulk. When you join that $200 group, I did that show last night. I'm not going to release it for about another maybe 3-4 days. Now, one of these days, you're going to need to know exactly what crypto. It's going to be one of those other ones where you put in, you know, $3,000 and out pops $25,000. It'll just be like, you won't know when it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen. So he could have literally, and actually, I think he might have had it when it hit $25,000. So he could have, if he wanted to, sold off all of that, had $25,000. Now he's got money for his $200 a month. Let's say for a whole year, it's $2,500. So you have $23,000 minus sellout fees. So about 21. So he still have like $21,000. He's thinking about this like, damn, this is actually a really sweet deal. This is like, I can't predict when these cryptos just go nuts like Rise. I can't predict it. But if you have early access information, this dude could have sold it off and had $25,000 in his account. He's a long-term investor. So yeah, we talked today, and he just knows he's going to come up with a good chunk of change. I guess I'm not going to get into anything particular, of course, but he's going to have a good chunk of change coming in here in the next few days, and we're going to do some crypto shopping. And I'm going to put together his portfolio. We're going to go over things. I'm going to tell him why I think you should have $1,000 of this, $2,000 of that. And he's going to be set up. And he's extremely happy. He trusts my judgment completely. he's been watching the show for 2 years. He's like, everything you talk about is like the truth, man. It's like, there's no joke about what you're discussing. Everything you talk about is like massive. And it's like straight out articles and shit. So I know you're not making shit up. He takes notes and he writes shit down and he verifies. He'll look up something that I said and he'll go on Grok and type it in. Yep, that shit's right. He'll type in, yep, that's right. He's like, man, this motherfucker is just 100% correct. So that's what I'm here for, is to help you get rich. $200 a month, that's a cheap deal, man. And if a particular day is slow, I can give you a little extra time. You know, I'm not rushing people off the phone or nothing like that. Some days I'll tell you, hey, I got limited time today because I got like 15 people calling me. Today, I think I talked to one person. That was him. Yeah, just him. So I gave him extra time because nobody else called. Usually people call me in the morning and I try to get to them over the next 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. But I didn't have anybody call me this morning. So me and this dude chopped it up, went over all the shit. And I found out his whole background with crypto and everything. And he was super happy. I said, give me a call when that check comes in and you got G's and G's and G's to buy some crypto and we'll make the best decisions. So with that, you're going to start noticing more of these private shows that I make. It's just how it is, man. I made 6, 7 years of free videos. Go back and watch them. So some people want that extra personal attention like a broker would give them. I'm not a broker. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. I don't know anything about nothing. Crypto? I don't even know what crypto is. Financial advising? I don't even know that. Now, what do I know? How to get high every day. Heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, opium, LSD tablets, you name it, ketamine. Man, I'm so spun out 24/7. Haven't had any sleep in 6 years. Been out of 5,000 drug rehab treatments in 6 years. So that's how I get the financial advice, okay? Micah Ward, right on. Thank you very much, Micah. This channel is always early. Appreciate you. I take my job seriously. I'm trying to make you rich. I'm telling you. You'll find out. Yakima. There you are. Hulk is talking about me. He is beyond highly intelligent. Sign up, worth every penny. Now that's for certain. I love the education part as well. Okay, so I was telling the new guy, I used to be a teacher. I taught 5th grade for about a year, and then I taught high school, mainly junior, senior level. I worked in an alternative. Mainly everybody on that school is in probation or on probation, either got off probation or going on probation or is on probation. It was a high school. There was some potentially very violent people in there. But what I have an ability to do is just teach. People are going through hard times. I understand. I took a lot. I almost had a double major. I have an English degree, a bachelor's of arts in English. I was working on a BS, bachelor's of science and psychology, like a double major. So I have a pretty good little understanding of human behavior. I worked lots in group homes, level 14 group homes in California with very psychotic, violent children, mainly 15 to 17 years old, emotionally disturbed, they called them. That was tough, these kids. I worked in that kind of a setting for 3 years. So I worked close with therapists, very mental health, detailed-oriented job. I'd watch people's behaviors, log information, try to help these kids reach their daily goals, stuff like that, have meetings probably every week with other staff and therapists and try to look at the kids and figure out how to. That was a tough job, man. Man, these kids, whew. So this is what I do. I went to business management. I was trying to get an organizational leadership degree, a master's in MSOL, Masters of Science in Organizational Leadership. Finished 7 out of 12 classes, have at least 4 doctorate recommendations for doctoral school after the master's degree, which I didn't go. I decided I didn't want to get a doctorate. Yeah, I wanted to kind of just, not. And this is this is the organization that I run, I guess, Crypto Hulk. So my job is to help you get rich. So I do investigations on crypto, companies that are using crypto, the finance system. We study banks, minor finance behavior, just try to basically understand how does crypto fit into everything. We touch on things. I'm not an expert in crypto at all. And I know just enough on how to get rich. And that's the main goal for me on crypto. So there we'll have it. We'll leave it at that. And we're going to get started here. Hawk Wings upgraded to the Crypto Hulk Millionaires. That's a smart decision. You don't have to join every month. I mean, it is cheap, $200, but I mean, hey, if you're brand new, don't cut corners if you're brand new. Just join for a month then, for God's sakes. Let me get you squared away at least for a month. You really should have 1, 2, 3 months if you're new. If you're a veteran, try it out. You know, you'll learn some stuff. Very important information. I got guys that are millionaires and people that are broke, seriously broke. One guy, I think he's homeless. He wasn't a year or two ago when he started the channel, but currently he's kind of homeless. I'm trying to work with him to get him through all this. There's a member who's 80 years old, this lady, New Jersey 80-year-old lady. And she can call me up whenever if she has questions. And I take the job seriously. I got people's lives at stake here, their futures. And I'll try to do my best to get you through all this fucked up mess. These people are cheaters. Oh my God, this government, all these crypto people with their dark pools and private ledgers, and they're trying to hide everything. And they can't always hide everything from Crypto Hulk. That's why the establishment is terrified of this channel. There's no other channel like this. I'm pretty good at what I do, actually. And I'm able to find connections, and I can deep dive Ripple Russia, Ripple China, and all this in 2013 and 14. It's amazing. So with that, Lift 3 with low. I told my wife, hold my beer, and we're going to get rich with Crypto Hulk. Absolutely. Okay. Speaking of getting rich, I'm an average guy, but I did what I did to swing $200 per month. And like I said, you don't need to join forever, just until you really, really understand what's going on. Like, this is not something you want to DIY. Okay, so this is not something where you just want, well, I want to save $50 here. This is one where you need probably one of the best on YouTube. One of the best. I'm good in my area. I don't know everything about crypto, but in my area, I'm very good at what I do. Payment cryptos primarily. Who's in charge? Okay. Now here's the next thing. Okay. Who's in charge gave a $200. That means you get the Telegram group, phone calls, and text. You don't get the video. Okay. So if you wanted to cancel that membership and then try to set up a brand new account with YouTube with all kinds of fake numbers and all these things, then we can do that. But it's fine if you wanted to do that. But I'm just letting people know you're not getting the video because it won't happen. I can't do it. YouTube won't let it. They won't let donation people. So it has to say upgraded membership to Crypto Hulk Millionaires. That's how you get everything for $200. So I'll let that one sit. I'll put you on my list. But you won't get the video. But you can at least call me and I can explain shit. So, all right. Let me write that down. And today is June 28th. All right, sometimes it takes a day or two for the money to clear, maybe 3 days. So maybe check up with me tomorrow. All right, let's go. Okay, so this dude joined on a laptop, but he could not do it on the cell phone. All right, let's start here. Everybody, this is massive news. Now we get into all the news here. I'm done doing all the Crypto Hulk. I need help. What do I do with the, how do I join? I got to get into news right now. Paste. Okay, everybody. Whew, man, this is massive. What we got right here. This is so big. This is bigger than my ego. I'm telling you. Wall Street. Oh my God, everybody. You're not. Oh shit. Look, you got to. This is so. You've got. I'm going to try to calm down. You have the world's biggest companies right now getting set up for cryptocurrency. That's basically what's going on. And that is the biggest understatement because this thing's massive. Wall Street's next tokenization test is BlackRock. BlackRock has backed securities market debut. Now, BlackRock is the biggest investment company in the entire world. They have like 12.5 trillion dollars in assets under management. That is that's a lot. Nobody else has near that. Now, BlackRock is working with a company called Securitize. In case you don't know, BlackRock started all this tokenization. They have a investment platform called BUIDL, BUIDL. We've been going over this now for like 2 years. What's interesting is Securitize was a company, and what they do is they take real world assets and put them into a crypto token. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. I will miss saying certain things, and I don't care because it's my show, and that's for show. So you've got BlackRock, the biggest investment company in the world. They have a partner called ALGO. It's also a crypto. You can buy it at Caleb Brown. So BlackRock uses a company called ALGO. ALGO is working with Securitize. What Securitize does is they take a real world object and put it into a crypto token. Now, along with that, there's a company called Axelar. Axelar is a bridge. It helps with off and on ramping. And Axelar is a partner of Ripple, which is the XRP crypto. I'm not going to start dropping all these evidence. I've done that for 2 solid years. We got to get moving on this program. So that's what we're dealing with here. But what's interesting now is Securitize is going to go onto the stock market. Oh, shit. I'm telling you, it does not get any bigger than this. I think BlackRock's done testing all this. Now, it's not testing, but it's real money. This BUIDL fund, all the shit's real. I'm using the term loosely. They're testing. It's all done. This whole BUIDL thing was a test. Is it going to work? Yeah, it's been 2 years now. Okay, no problems at all. Now, Securitize comes onto the scene. They just raised $500 billion. They're going to IPO. Let's look into this because this is so massive. You now have the world's first, biggest, with the biggest company in the world as their partner, BlackRock, going onto the stock market, tokenization. This is massive. Nothing even compares to this. Securitize is that company that's going to the stock market. Expects to begin trading next week. Their stock is SECZ. They have the ticker SECZ. It's going on in the stock market, everybody. BlackRock's their partner. This will not fail. Following the completion of a merger with a blank check firm. That firm's name is Cantor Fitzgerald. This is, oh my God, this is massive. The debut of the BlackRock-backed tokenization specialist will test Wall Street's appetite for companies tied to the emerging market. The company's debut on the New York Stock Exchange comes as the SEC wrestles with an innovation exemption for tokenized stocks. Whether Wall Street's interest in tokenization translates into demand for companies closely tied to the technology is set to be tested tomorrow. That'll be Monday in America. They're going to let it loose, everybody. The BlackRock-backed firm, which is called Securitize, specializes in digital representations, digital tokens, digital representations of real-world assets. That's what Securitize does. This company backed total buddy with BlackRock, the biggest in the entire world. They're going to go on the stock market tomorrow. That's a sign to the whole entire world. Get ready. It's coming. Okay. You're not going to be rich tomorrow, not next week, probably not even by January. What I'm showing you here is get ready, get set, be ready when they say go. You, me, we cannot predict when all this shit takes off. So don't watch those fucking shows that say, oh, January XRP is going to be $1,000. That guy is so fucking stupid for saying dumb shit like that. Okay. Watch Crypto Hulk show. We go over facts and figures. We don't talk about dumb hype shit. Okay. With the shiny white teeth and all that shit. Okay. What's happening here is the world's biggest companies, they're getting set up and put in Securitize on the stock market because it turns real world assets into crypto. That is where we're at today. The world's biggest investment company, BlackRock, is all over this. But I don't why doesn't crypto go up? See, brokey mentality. You're just thinking about today. Can I make that $500 or $1,000 off the crypto? I don't give a shit about tomorrow. I need the money today. That's brokey mentality, not for this channel. What I'm trying to show you, I was talking to the brand new guy. He's got 1 million Rise tokens. And he said, oh, it's great when it hits, $20,000. Last week when 4 or 5 days ago when Rise was holding off at $25,000 for 1 million, it was a great feeling. And then it dumped to 15,000. It's back up to 20. Then it went down. Look, that shit, I don't even care. Me and him were laughing. It's like, we're not here for, okay, if it goes to 30, 40, 50,000 bucks for 1 million, like me and him, we don't care. We're about the same age. I'm 56. He's a certain age, which I'm not going to say because it's a private phone call. But we're just laughing at these people that are trying to make a 500 or 1,000 bucks. We're like, dude, that is so brokey. He's like, how much, when would you sell all your Rise? And well, I'm not going to say publicly what it is, but yeah, we kind of talked about. So that's what happens when you get the Crypto Hulk membership. Then we can discuss how much Crypto Hulk will you sell your Rise for. I'm not saying that here, but he knows the dollar figures. So, all right, the transaction realization inched closer this week when investors owning less than 30% of Cantor Equity Partners 2 elected to redeem their holdings. As a result, Securitize expects to receive roughly $400 million in proceeds from the combination and related private financing. Securitize's public debut coming 8 years after the firm was established, marks a pivotal milestone for tokenization. Everybody, this is a pivotal milestone. You've got a company that's a BlackRock partner. They're all the way at the top of the world. Securitize has been doing this for 8 years. All of a sudden now, BlackRock's like, Securitize, come on out. Come out of hiding. Come on. Get on the stock market and let's make trillions of dollars. I'm just letting you know what's going to happen, okay? I think right now, Securitize is already worth $2 to $4 billion. I'll tell you what, in 5 years from now or 10 years, that company will be worth at least, I don't know, trillions, okay? Like 1, 2 trillion, 5 trillion, whatever it is. It's going to be insane. This is what my job is. I'm showing you. Tomorrow, this shit ain't going up. Next month, this shit ain't going up. You got to get rid of that fucked up, brokey mentality you have. Watch this program like an intelligent investor. This is why these people join. These $200 people aren't trying to get a crypto today and sell it tomorrow for $500. They're not trying to do that dumb shit. This guy wants millions and millions. He's like, if it takes 5 years and it takes 5, I said, exactly. Like, I don't even fucking care, man. I'm at a point where I just don't give a fuck when this shit happens because I know it will. He's like of the same mind. These are the people that are going to be successful in crypto. I'm not trying to rush. Like, whenever the fuck it happens is when it happens. I don't care. I don't care at all. It doesn't bug me. I'm not mad. I'm not irritated. I'm not nothing at all. I just accumulate. Whenever I get some extra money, I buy some crypto. And I get a little extra money, buy some crypto. And that's what I'll just keep doing. Accumulating, because one day this has to take off. And then I'm trying to have millions. I'm not trying to make $10,000 here, 5,000 there. I'm trying to make 10 million here, 5 million there. That's where I'm at mentally. Not this trying to make $30,000 dumb shit off my Rise token. That's just not what I'm trying to do. All right. The idea that major institutions would embrace tokenized securities was still largely theoretical. Today, tokenization is moving into mainstream. That is what's happening right here, everybody, in case you can't see. Tokenization is moving into mainstream. The biggest tokenization company in the world is now going on to the New York Stock Exchange. This is like so fucking huge. It's amazing. I'm not caring when I get rich from this. I'm not some anxious 18-year-old man. I've been around for a lot of years on this planet. I can wait 1 or 2 years. I hope it don't take that long. But you know what? I'm like that where I just don't give a fuck anymore. Today, tokenization is moving into the mainstream. And we believe, this is the head of Securitize, and we believe becoming a public company gives us the visibility, credibility, and capital to lead. They just raised $400 million to improve Securitize. Do you think they're going to be able to improve Securitize? They just got 400 million. They just raised 400 million for research, development, for bribing Congress people, all kinds of good stuff. So I think this is going to do quite well for the crypto industry. In recent years, Securitize has become a familiar source for institutions beyond the world's largest asset manager, which is BlackRock, which tapped Securitize. They tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey, we want you to tokenize our money market fund in 2024. BlackRock, the world's biggest, 12.5 trillion assets under management, tapped Securitize and said, hey, we're the first company. We're the biggest in the world. We want to get our money market fund and tokenize it. Securitize, are you up for the job? They said, absolutely, Captain. And that shit started 2 years ago. Ondo, Axelar, Ripple. Oh, yeah. Now, in March of 2026, Securitize unveiled an agreement with the New York Stock Exchange to develop systems. I want you to listen to this. So BlackRock taps Securitize and says, hey, let's get this whole tokenization thing going. Come to work for us. And Securitize does. Guess what? New York Stock Exchange comes up to Securitize, taps him on the shoulder. Hey, how about working for us? Everybody, you're about to get rich. And I don't know when that date is, but I'm showing you right here how it all goes down, okay? In March 2026, Securitize unveiled an agreement with the New York Stock Exchange to develop systems, crypto trading systems, to develop systems for blockchain native securities. Everybody, this is pretty amazing right here. Now, Securitize, oh shit, listen to this. Securitize, the company, had more than $4 billion worth of assets under management. It's pretty good. Why is that pretty good? Because BlackRock's got 2.4 billion assets under management under Biddle. So Securitize has almost double the crypto under management that BlackRock does. BlackRock's got 2.4 billion. Securitize has 4 billion, not 2.4 billion. So now BlackRock's total, they got everything. Total, like 12.5 trillion. So we're just talking about tokenized crypto here, folks. Look what pops up next. The DTCC. So when we hear, oh, everybody, to see the connection here, because DTCC clears every single derivative, stock, bond, whatever kind of thing you want to call it all. It all goes through the DTCC. And guess who tokenizes for the DTCC? T-Rise. Oh, Canton is involved as the rails. Liquid Mercury is involved for the on and off ramps for Canton. See how all this is coming together? You say BlackRock, you got DTCC right there. And those three cryptos, and these dumb shits are selling off the T-Rise and stuff. They're selling off their Liquid Mercury. These people are so fucking stupid. They have no idea. They obviously don't watch Crypto Hulk Show. As infrastructure giants like the DTCC, they wade deeper into the space. Carlos Domingo, he's running Securitize, has advocated for what? A native tokenization, arguing that securities must be issued directly on chain rather than wrapped in digital shells. Now, what is the platform that the DTCC uses? Canton. And who tokenizes on the Canton network? T-Rise. So T-Rise is kind of acting like a DTCC. I'm sorry, Securitize. They both tokenize, okay? But on the Canton network specifically, it's T-Rise, does the token. So it acts like a Securitize, okay? Whoa. If you guys watch this program, if you just watch my program, you're going to be rich, okay? Call me on the phone. Now is the time. Join the membership. If you're brand new or you need me to second guess shit that you've done, don't be selling off shit without letting me know. Some of you guys out there are doing really stupid fucking things. You're selling off a Canton. When I talk about a new crypto, you're selling off shit and then going to try to buy that one. That's the dumbest fucking shit, okay? Give me a call because you're cutting off your ear to build your nose better. but then your eye looks a little funny, so you cut part of your nose off to try to fix the eye. That's all you're doing. That's so fucking stupid, okay? Let me show you, as a $200 member, how to get this shit done correctly, all right? Lastly, United States Security Exchange Commission, the chairman, his name is Paul Adkins. Paul Adkins has described tokenization as technology that has the potential to transform markets. Everybody, what we're talking about today right here on this show is how your life is going to be transformed by the information on my program. People that join my program, they want the best info. They want to have access to Crypto Hulk right now while all this shit's getting all set up. Crypto Hulk, what do I do with this? Should I get the lawyer right now or should I wait? What do I do? My job is to help you figure all this stuff out so you be successful. I want you successful because you keep coming back getting the memberships, right? That's the whole point. I need you to be happy and successful because then you keep coming back each month, all right? That's the whole point of it. Then one day, this show's over. There's no more little $200 a month deal. And maybe I turn into a Crypto Hulk, now we're rich club. And that shit bumps right up to like $1,000 a month. All right. Because now we're playing in the big leagues. You got $20 million. You want to know, Crypto Hulk, who are your business partners? What are you guys doing? Some of you guys are going to have $100 million, $200 million net worth. It all started here at Crypto Hulk channel. So naturally, I'll take whatever knowledge, skills, and ability I have and put that into the next level when we're all super crazy rich. All right. Let me check the comments section here and see what we're working with. How much time we got? 42 minutes, 18 minutes left. Okay. Oh, tons of time. Tons of time. We got Ed Smith. More time to stack cheap crypto. Thank you very much, Ed, for the donation. Like, that's what I'm doing. Like, okay, part of me wants to get rich. Do I have enough crypto? Really? How, do I know? Like, I'm going to tell you what, these cryptos, they're not all going to be like $500 a piece and $1,000 and shit. I'll tell you what, maybe Ripple only ends up being $20 or $50. I mean, maybe a lot of these cryptos only go up to $5. Somebody put in there about Bank Social. I personally don't see Bank Social hitting more than like $5. Maybe 10 at the most, but $5, $2 to $5 a year, 2, 3 from now. I mean, we're going to be shocked. Some of these cryptos, you're not going to just be able to just have one crypto and have 10,000 of something and be rich. I mean, I can't price predict. I don't do that stuff, but I'm just accumulating. And a benefit of accumulating is when something goes up, I can dump half. You got 2 million T-Rise. When that shit hits $5 and you got 5 million, sell $1 million of that shit off. Now you just made $5 million and you got 5 million left. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying, the more crypto you got, then you can dump it like a whale and you want to make 200 or 300 grand off of crypto. You want to stop working a particular year, like fuck it. When this crypto hits 300,000, I'm selling it. Well, if you got 1 million of them, then you can sell off 200,000. If it goes to $2 a piece, you could sell off 100,000 out of 1 million. And you just made 200 grand. Sell off a couple 100,000, made 400,000. And if you got the Crypto Hulk lawyer, you're a corporation. And what they're going to tell you is you got $400,000. Your tax might be 30 grand. Go buy a vehicle. Go buy a $30,000 vehicle for your LLC. That's your tax write-off right there. Now you pay no tax. You make $1 million. Now you owe 300,000. Go buy a house, and that will be your business. Then you get to write off that 300,000. Then you're paying no tax. That's why we have the Crypto Hulk lawyer. Okay, they know how to do all this stuff legally. It's not that we're going to evade tax. we're going to make smart choices as a business. That's what we do. We're not getting the Crypto Hawk lawyer to avoid paying tax. We're getting the Crypto Hawk lawyer to help fund your business correctly. Okay. And then when you guys get really rich, some of you guys are going to have 100 million, 200 million. That's why just get hooked up with a Crypto Hawk lawyer. All right. At dawn, if clarity doesn't pass, will that interfere or stop with the DTCC? Thanks for all you do. Look at the news this year. Okay. I moved to Reno March of 2025. We were pumping and dumping up until October, then everything dumped. Now, 2026, January, I noticed a big difference. Just this year, in the past 6 months, what I've noticed was nothing like anything before. This year, January, February, March, April, May, June, we're almost July 2026. What have I noticed? A total difference in my crypto channel. In my crypto channel now, everything, we're talking about what? DTCC. They have almost $5 quadrillion going through that system every year. We're talking about BlackRock today, the biggest. See what I'm talking about? In 2026, that I've noticed a massive change in my program. It's all about the biggest corporations in the world getting hooked up with crypto. Now, will the Clarities Act pass? Will it affect it? I don't see these businesses slowing down. I mean, it's picking up. Like, they're not giving a fuck anymore. From what I'm seeing, they're just doing it. They're not even going to ask the Democrats for permission. They're just going to fight. They don't need to ask Republicans. Republicans will give them whatever they want. It's the Democrats saying, no, investor protection. We can't have this. Oh, stop. God, no. All I'm seeing this year is corporation after corporation after system like the SEC, the stock market. All I'm seeing is the biggest of the big, you guys, hooking up with crypto. I'm not seeing anybody afraid. Look at my fucking shows every day. Today's show, what are we talking about? BlackRock, the biggest fucking organization in the world. We're talking about the DTCC, Securitize. These are all billion-dollar companies, $1 trillion in assets. They're not giving a fuck what the Democrats, they're not waiting for clarity. They're just doing. I predicted that in February when I started the $500 club for the brand new people. For the people that joined in February, it's okay to chime in on the channel. But I told them right away, here's what my prediction is. These businesses, February 3rd is when I started the $500 club this year. And I told them exactly, these businesses are going, this year, the trend is these businesses are going to hook all up with crypto. They're not going to give a fuck about the Clarities Act. And it's going to force the Democrats to positively vote for clarity. And what have we seen since I started this Crypto Hulk in February? Exactly what I said. Alrighty then. Jeremy says, I love this shit better than drugs. Is this Bernie Madoff's son? Well, the problem with Bernie Madoff is that he made a lot of money illegally by ripping off people. And what I'm doing is showing people facts and showing you what the biggest organizations in the world are doing. So it's pretty real. All right. Let's look at, I got 10 minutes. Let's look at the deep dive that I have here. Yeah, let's look at the deep dive. We'll wrap it up in 10 minutes. Securitize. So what's going on? Securitize is preparing to debut on the New York Stock Exchange with a SPAC. SPAC. Special Purpose Acquisition. I don't know what the C stands for because I'm not a financial advisor. I wouldn't know these things. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy who makes videos for fun. They had a SPAC merger with Cantor Equities Partners 2. They raised $400 million. Oh my God. This marks a key test of Wall Street's appetite for dedicated tokenization infrastructure. Everybody, I don't know how this SPAC is going to go, but I will tell you this. For almost this whole year in 2026, I've seen Wall Street jumping in here and getting all hooked up. That's all I've seen. Whether this thing goes from zero to hero tomorrow, next week, January of next year, I have no idea. But I'll tell you what, it will be successful, securitized. Whenever they greenlight this and say, go for it, that little 400 million is going to turn into $1 billion. And then that billion is going to turn into trillions. That's where this ends up. I know that. Carlos Domingo started Securitize. He's the CEO. You got a guy named Brett Redfern. He's the president and board member. He came on April 2026. Brand new hire. Oh, man. Now, who is he? Oh, listen to this. Listen to this. You have Carlos Domingo. Carlos Domingo. He's the co-founder and CEO of Securitize. He's got 25 years in this kind of business. Bidness, B-I-D-N-E-S. This guy is in deep with tech for 25 years. Now, all of a sudden, I want you to see this right here. All of a sudden, 2 months ago, he hires a guy named Brett Redfern. Where did Brett Redfern work before this? Here we go. Let's listen. He was the former director of the SEC. Are you serious? Division of Trading and Markets, and advised Securitize for 4 years. Yes. So when Securitize was coming up, Brett was working for the SEC, telling Securitize, do this, do that, da-da-da-da-da, make sure you're compliant. Then he quits the SEC, and guess what? He goes to work for Securitize. Now, you tell me, what do you think is going to happen with this Clarities Act? Are you seeing this? I'm trying not to cuss as much. The fucking director of the SEC quits after advising Securitize for 4 years on how to get this shit right for regulations. Then he leaves the SEC to go work for them. What do you think's going to happen? Oh my God, this is beautiful. It's all being set up like right in front of us. I'm literally showing you what the fuck is going to happen. Now, I don't know when the green light happens, but 2 months ago, the SEC director just quit and went to work for Securitize. What do you think that fucking means? He's going to quit and go work for Kmart or something like that. Does Kmart even exist? I think we all know where this goes, everybody. Securitize provides an end-to-end compliant platform for tokenizing real-world assets. That's what they do. The SEC has been advising them under Brett for 4 years. They're doing everything exactly right. KYC, they're doing this is the biggest of the big, and they got the SEC came in and got into bed with them. Come on, man. I think you know where this ends up, okay? This Securitize, everybody, was chosen to be the winner. Securitize was being groomed and coached by the SEC for 4 years. Then they get ready because they're going on the stock market. They had the best coach in the world, the SEC, Brett Redfern. He was working on them for 4 years, everybody. Tell me this won't be a success, Okay. Now let's see what we got here. We've got DS protocol. Let me see if I can find any connections. We got Chainlink is involved with oracles. We got Aave Horizon. Aave Horizon is involved in this. They're integrated. Aave Horizon. We went over Aave Horizon the other day. I can't get into Aave Horizon, but what Aave Horizon's going to do is they got Circle working with them, a crypto called Centrifuge. Centrifuge, that's my number 2 holding on my telephone wallet app. Centrifuge, my number 2. Yeah, Ripple is involved with this, everybody. Aave Horizon is working with Securitize to get all of this done. And who again is Aave Horizon? Oh, Just Circle and Centrifuge and Just Wisdom Tree along with Ripple. Oh my God. Yeah, just that. Now, do you think it's going to be successful, this Securitize? Well, Crypto Hulk, you just told us Ripple's involved with Centrifuge. Yep. Starting to look pretty fucking good, huh? Now, I just named a bunch of cryptos that are all, in the past hour, I named T-Rise, Canton, Liquid Mercury, Ondo, Axelar, Ripple, and Centrifuge. We got 7 cryptos, folks. All right. Now, we know on this program, just like Blackout saying, Chainlink's an oracle, but there's an oracle called Pyth, P-Y-T-H. That might end up being used in here. Somebody's talking about Redstone. I've got Redstone I bought from Caleb Brown. Redstone's an oracle. That might be also used in here as well. So add those other 2 cryptos to that. And that is it for your free show for today. I am getting out of here. I'm going to try to work on an AM show. Right now in California, or Reno, at 6 p.m., just about 6 p.m. Pacific time. If I do a show, it'll be in 13 hours from now. It'll be at 7 o'clock a.m. Pacific. So I'm going to work for the next couple hours, hour and a half, on putting together an AM show. And that show will be a higher, it won't be the $200 one. It'll be like the $13 show, and then I'll make it the $7. I changed some of the prices. It's no longer $5 and $10. I think it's like $7 and $13 or something like that. I don't know. I mean, shit, I've had that $5 one for like 6 years. So $5 6 years ago wasn't bad. But ever since inflation, that $5 is now worth like 2.5. So had to kind of raise the price a little. But anyhow, I am out of here, and I'll see you on the next one.